What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to be pulling for A2. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about some things that you might be able to buy if you do have the means available to you. And I'm also going to talk about what you should be doing if you're free to play, depending on, your goals in the game as far as what you're trying to achieve. Now, A2 is a character that you can actually get from the Untold Naraka event through the secret exchange. In here, you'll be able to get 50 shards from her. Now, if you are trying to get the most bang for your buck, no matter whether you're free to play, no matter whether you're a whale, it really doesn't matter. If you're trying to get the most bang for your buck, you do not want to use these shards first to obtain the character. They're going to give you 50 shards from the event. You do not want to use those shards to obtain your character. Do not do it, right? Don't hit that obtain button, okay? You want to pull for her first. The only exception I can see to this rule is if you're just collecting A2, 9S is going to be, you're going to get from the login, and you just want to get 2B from the banner, and that's all you're worried about. You're just trying to get 3 S rank characters, and you're stopping in that for whatever reason. Maybe you're free to play, maybe you don't have a lot of black cards, although do keep in mind that there will be a rerun in about 5 months of the Nier collaboration, so you will have a chance to get these characters again and their weapons. So that is something to always keep in mind when it comes to these characters, right? So you're going to have another 5 months, and I know it's been 5 months because in the JP version of the game, it's already been about 5 months, and I've saved up to 32,000, but I've also spent about 5,000 black cards, so I could have saved up 37,000 black cards from the time of the original banner to the rerun, right? About 37,000, actually more, because I'm still saving black cards because the rerun hasn't happened yet on JP. So do keep that in mind, guys. I mean, you'll be able to save a good 40,000 rubies free to play, 40,000 rubies, 40,000 black cards free to play from the time of this banner, the original Nier collaboration banner, to the rerun, right? So keep that in mind. So if you don't get something you want, if you don't get a weapon you want, if you don't get if you don't pull for 2B this time, whatever it may be, right? You're going to be able to get them later on. So I would always recommend this time around, while you can get, A2 for free, while you're getting these 50 shards, pull for her first. I would always recommend doing that because you're just going to get more bang for your buck no matter who you are. Now, I was kind of hoping that they were going to have some deals in the top-up shop here, and they do have deals, right? You can buy these collaboration tickets, and that's fine. I'm going to end up buying some of them. You guys can see I get 6 rainbow cards. To be transparent as always, I did spend $100 and bought these here because I only have 11,000 black cards. And with the weapon, with A2's weapon, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit, that's 7,500 black cards, and then you need 10,500 for the character. So obviously, I don't have over 17,000 black cards here, so I need to acquire some cards somewhere, and it's going to be through these bundles. Now, these bundles are actually a really good deal compared to just buying black cards. As you guys can see, $100 gives you 600 rainbow cards. 600 rainbow cards gets you 6,000 black cards, right? It gets you 7,300, my bad, right? 7,300 black cards for 600 rainbow cards. Well, if you come in here and you look at these packs, I mean, this is about 600 rainbow cards worth here. You got 300 here, you have 240 here, and then you have another 50, right? I mean, if you take a look at this, I mean, you get a 6 weapon resonance material, right? You would get these 2,500, these 2,000 basic, and these weapon ones do not work in the collaboration banner. Only the collaboration tickets will work, or black cards for the weapon or for the characters. But you get 2,500 of them there. You would get another 2,500 here. That's 5,000 right there. Not to mention we get 500 more black cards. So that's, 5,500. And then, here you would have another 5,500. That would be 7,000 and another 8,250. So you can already see, guys, that you're just going to get a lot more bang for your buck if you're in a situation like me where you might have to buy some of these packs in order to pull for the characters, because on this account, I do plan on getting A2 to triple S, and I do plan on trying to get 2B to double S if I can. That's kind of my goal on this account, right? And the other thing to remember is that during this banner here, or during this collaboration, right, you're going to be able to get, I'm going down here, once you level a character up to a double S rank, you get 30 free shards. So this is kind of the thing with A2. If you pull for her, right, you got 50 shards from the event, then you can use 30 shards to take her to double S. You're going to have 20 shards left over. Once she's at double S, you'll get these other 30 shards. That's 50 shards left over. And there's going to be a pack that's going to show up later on in the game where you can spend about $65, gain another 40 shards, and then take her to triple S. literally pull for her one time, pay $65 and take her to Triple S. And if you're not, if you're doing it the free to play way, then you could, if you don't have the black cards available right now, you could always get it in the rerun. On my free to play account, I pulled for her one time because I only had about 11,000 black cards at the time. I pulled for her one time, and then I used the 50 shards to level her up to double S, and then I got these 30 shards from having her at SS. So I had 50 shards left over. I need 40 more shards. In the rerun, you have enough time to save enough black cards over the 5-month span between the original banner and then the rerun banner. You can save enough black cards where you can actually pull for her a couple times to get her to triple S. And that's exactly what I'm doing on my free-to-play account. And that's what you could do too, maybe if you're in the same situation, right? It really depends on your situation in the game as far as what you really need to be doing, but you should always pull for A2 first. You're really just going to get a lot more bang for your buck. I cannot stress that enough, guys. So we're going to go in here, and I'm pretty sure I'll have enough black cards after I buy this pack right here. And then after I buy this pack right here, here we go. And then I want the one with the black cards. Here we go. Get this pack right here. All right. So now we're going to jump out of here and we're going to start pulling. Now, let's talk about the weapons really quick, guys. So the only weapons that are available right now is A2's signature weapon and 9S's signature weapon, right? 2B's will show up in a couple weeks whenever she shows up, and then we can talk about that weapon. Now, as far as priority when it comes to the weapons, it's going to be A2's first, it's going to be 9S's second, and it's going to be 2B's in last, okay? So let's talk about these things, all right? So first we'll talk about 9S's weapon here. So if you do have 9S's signature weapon, yes, he does get an increased physical damage and healing effect by 15%. Also doubles the effects of leader's skill. This is something you're going to see very common in all the signature weapons. And then after triggering overclock indicator, swapping cooldown for 2B and A2 decreases by 1 second. So if you're going to use these guys as a team, right? If you're going to use A2, 9S, and 2B, and you're going to be switching between them, and keep in mind, guys, if you're trying to play them that way, then 2B really needs to be double S, and 9S really needs to be double S in order to get the maximum benefits of having this decreased skill cooldown by 1 second from your tag ends. If you're going to have your A2 at triple S, and then you're just going to have 2B at S rank, you're going to have 9S at S rank, this weapon really isn't a need. I really wouldn't advise picking it up. If you're going to take 9S and 2B to double S or higher, then it would be a really good weapon to have. But again, it's second in the overall ranking, right? Then you take a look at A2s. This is really the kingdom come, guys, when it comes to weapons. And it's a weapon that really makes a huge, huge difference for A2. This thing is stacked, my friends. So the leader skill effect is doubled, just like 9S's weapon. And A2 is allowed to enter berserk mode once her POD shield increased to 40%. What this means is, as soon as you jump into the fight, you're going to be able to enter into berserk mode, guys. You're going to do a lot more damage. You're going to have a lot more survivability. It is godly. It really is. It makes a huge, huge difference in your gameplay, because if you don't have this weapon, you got to start skating around, pulling the characters around behind you and doing 3 pings in order to build up that shield gauge at the bottom of the screen. If you have the weapon, you automatically have it. You can just go straight into berserk. It just makes things so much easier, but it gets a whole lot better with her weapon. So additionally, A2 will obtain attack bonus by 10% under Berserk mode. So you gain 10% more damage in 2 seconds upon entering Matrix and evading. Hold attack button to unleash one enhanced attack to deal 180% attack, 100% physical damage. If the enemy was hit, hold the attack button again to pursue the enemy, dealing a total of 350% physical damage. Damage changes with the level of basic attack. Charging will consume all yellow orbs for charging the lance, and each consumption of yellow orb will deal 100% extra damage up to 300%. So when you have 3 orbs on the screen and you hit your dodge, she's going to do a little jab forward afterwards, and you're going to do that extra damage by 300%, guys. And on top of that, and it provides A2 with a POD shield of 3% max HP. She even gets a heal every time you do this. So not only do you gain the extra 10% physical attack, but you're gaining and also the more damage from the yellow orbs, but you're also gaining heals. It increases her survivability on top of the damage. Additionally, consuming any amount of yellow orbs by charge attack will grant A2 with 10% physical damage bonus for 15 seconds. So you get the 10% up here. You get 10 more % when you play her properly with this weapon. It is an insane weapon for her, guys. You're looking at 20% extra physical damage on top of the 300% extra damage from the yellow orbs being applied and the heal that this thing gives. It is numero uno as far as pulling for weapons for A2. And if you're not able to get the weapon right now, like I said earlier, you can always try to get this thing in the rerun. These weapons will return in the rerun. However, when it comes to A2 and getting them those free 50 shards, that will not be available. This is the only time you're going to be able to farm for shards for her for free and get her. And that's why you should really take this opportunity right now to pull for this girl. So we're going to go ahead and start off, guys, with the weapon. We're going to try to get her 6-star weapon if we can. I want to make sure that I do have it set up just to make sure. I thought I did pick. Okay, good. Make sure you do always pick this, by the way. And let us go, guys. Let's see what we can do. Now, I really hate pulling for weapons. I honestly cannot stand it because there's so, like, you just don't know if you're going to get it. It's not 100% guarantee. So it's really risky, right? Now, you're going to get a free 5-star weapon for all these characters, which is pretty damn sweet. For 9S and A2, we're just going to go ahead and skip it. So there's her 5-star weapon. And holy crap! No! Oh my God, guys. I got her 6-star weapon. Oh my God. This is the first time ever that I pulled in one of these banners and got what I wanted from the very first pull. This is the first time this has ever happened. Oh my God. And this is insane because now I can save more black cards for 2B. That is insane. Oh yeah. So now we're going to go ahead and pull for A2. Now we want to make sure we want to select her. There we go. And let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Right? And if I do get her early, guys, I mean, I'm going to stop at that, right? All right, we're just going to go ahead and skip it. I mean, you know, some shards for Chang Yu. I guess that's fine, you know. Okay. And this is what's awesome about the Nier collaboration. You know, every time you do 10 attempts, you get 3 attempts in return, which is just insane. I mean, it's such a generous collaboration. It really is. A lot of players complain that, you know, it's expensive. Yeah, it's expensive if you're trying to level up all the characters to triple S plus or triple S. It gets pretty wacky then. But even then, compared to our regular banners, it's still a lot cheaper. It still is because you get a major return on your investment. Yeah! I got A2. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My mic probably got wacky just now. A2 loves me, guys. A2 loves me. Oh my God. So, like, something like this, when it happens, you get really tempted to pull again, but I'm not going to do it, guys. I'm not going to do it because I still need black cards for 2B, right? And once I get 2B and get her, then I can buy that little pack for that has the 30 shards in it. That's going to show up later on in the game. And then just go ahead and take her to double S. My goal is to get 2B to double S, A2 to triple S, and 9S to double S because I want to use them as a team. This is insane, guys. Honestly, I can't believe my luck. And this is the first time, again, that I've ever, like I said earlier, this is the first time I've ever gotten my character. This has never happened to me. It's never happened to me. So it's a sign, my friends. It is a sign. And I got plenty of black cards to go for them again. In fact, I'll probably be able to maybe try to pull A2 one more time, and I might be actually not even have to buy one of those packs, or I could buy a pack and try to work up to try and get her to triple S plus in the rerun. But again, you really want to make sure that you come in this banner first, pull for her, and then afterwards use those shards. You'd come back in here, you would go into your where your shards are at, right? And I don't have all 30 of them, but you would collect your shards here, right? And now, since I already have the character, I can go ahead and put those shards on her, right? Because she's already obtained. I can use these shards to go ahead and evolve her, right? And take her to double S. And this is exactly what you should be doing. And once I take her to double S, I'll get 30 shards from the event, and I'll still have 20 shards left over because you actually get 50 from the event. So 50 shards, and then you can just buy 40 more or pull for her twice later on in the rerun or during this collaboration, depending on the situation as far as your money or your black cards that you have. So I'm just super stoked that I got so damn lucky. I mean, I've never gotten this lucky ever. in the full year of playing this game, I've never ever gotten that lucky. I cannot believe I got that weapon so early and I got A2. It really makes me wonder if I should go for some more, but I think I'll just wait for 2B to show up and then just go ahead and use my black cards for her, because I would like to get her weapon. One of my things is I like to get the weapons for all my S rank characters if I can. But like I said earlier, 9S's weapon is actually better for the team composition than 2B's. So guys, I wish you all good luck on your pulls. I hope you all have just as good of luck as me. Let me know down in the comments how it's going for you. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.